Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it. So that's what we are here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It is my opinion and my opinion on baby mama drama. It's always something going on with old Jasmine over there, ain't it? Now, y'all, I'm going to tell you, I probably ain't the popular opinion, or I probably think about it totally different. But there's a lot of things that I have to say about this. Got my mind kind of going wonky wonk, right? Number one, let's talk about it. Medussa, Jasmine, they share the same baby daddy, which is Chris. Right now, currently, neither one of them are with this man, right? He's off in the wind doing whatever it is. Then he has a baby mama that's around here on YouTube, too. Her name is LaKenya. He's once again not with her. All these three are not receiving anything as far as child support, financial, anything. He's like a deadbeat. He's a drifter in the wind. But Jasmine and Medussa have been going back and forth with each other for quite some time now, right? And it was funny and it was entertaining at first. Now it's just like, what? Why? So Medussa does an interview. Medussa has been producing content about Jasmine. Jasmine, in her own way, you already know her slick, sly way, has been trying to shade Medussa, but instead she calls her that lady, that girl, that woman. She also has been back and forth with her other baby daddy, which is Philip, his baby mama, and they talk about each other like dogs. So it's just like, at this point, what is going on? Can any of these women grow up? Number one, why are we all fighting over a man? And we talking about Chris, right? Because Philip, he is what he is. He gonna be what he gonna be. But let's talk about Chris. Chris is a man who is like a drifter. He's homeless one minute. He finds a woman to live off of. Then he goes and he gets the woman. He builds himself up. He gets a job. Then he leaves the woman, even with the children. At this point, I know y'all ain't arguing over a bum. Like, I just know it. There shouldn't be any animosity. Y'all two were not dating each other in the same time frame. He dated Medussa, had a child by Medussa, that moved on, met Jasmine years upon years later, had a child with her and did the same thing. Like, this is so crazy. It's like, do y'all really care? At some point it becomes like, okay, Medussa, we know you got on here in the beginning to tell your side of the story, because Jasmine always tried to make it seem as though, you were hiding your daughter from Chris. We understand that. But now that years have passed, is it like getting old at this point? The back and forth, they really never hung around each other. They really never had very many conversations with each other. So what kind of tea can you drop that is not out there? According to Medussa, her and Chris had not communicated and had not spoken in years. So are you trying to tell us that somehow Chris was still talking to you and that's how you got tea on Jasmine? Like, it's just getting to be too much. At one point, these two have to sit down and realize that their children are siblings, right? And the way that this is going, those children will never, ever have a good relationship, if any relationship at all. They already have a father that is a total dust mite. So the mothers have to be the ones to do it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, because I've been there, done that, right? Been there, done that. I have a child that has a father that has other kids. You got to learn how to maintain yourself around women. The more you argue, the more you bicker, the more you back her, makes you look like you still want the man. And in this case, I don't think Medussa wants Chris, but there's something about Chris that you won't tell what's on the tablet. You won't tell the deep, dark secrets of y'all relationship. If this is a man who don't take care of his child that you can't stand, Medussa, you should have been dropped all that tea on Chris and left it where it was at. Jasmine, on the other hand, we know that she doesn't get out here and tell the truth about anything, let alone what happened in the relationship between her and Chris, because Jasmine, in the back of her mind, is still holding out that Chris will come running back to her. She wants him back. So she wants to look as though she's got this loyalty to a man who has not been loyal to her at all. Girl, you're sitting there with a child that is about to make you go bonkers. Legendary is driving you up the wall and back, and you have enough nerve to protect a man who left you high and dry, according to you, Jasmine, without being able to pay your rent, no child support, no food in your refrigerator, your water was turned off, and you have loyalty to him. Girl, just hoping he will come back. Grow a backbone at this point. That's number one. Number two, Jasmine, if you would have gotten out here and just told the truth about everything going on in your house, there would be no reason that another woman would have anything to hold over to your head, right? Medussa wouldn't even have a candle to light or a flame to burn if you would just be honest. If you would just be honest, if you would just come out and say, yes, I have a baby by a bum. I met him when he was homeless. I met him when he had nothing. I brought him in my house. He used me. He got a good job, got on his feet, started dating a woman at his job. Now he's not worried about me or his child, and he left me over here in a slump. There's some things we went through in our relationship. Maybe list 1, 2, 3 of them and push on. But it's the Jasmine acting tough, like she wants to buck anytime anyone talks about her or anybody says, oh, well, I think she's talking about my kids. Girl, you sit up here and you talk about Philip's baby mama kids like crazy. You've talked about Medussa's child. When you said that Medussa's child was being held away from her father, you tried to paint Medussa to be a bad person. So everything that's coming your way, don't be tough about it. Don't be subliminal about it. Just shut up, take your world the punches, and get out here and do your content. Jasmine, when are you going to wake up to realize if you would get out here and just have a truthful live for once instead of all these clickback questions and answers or dropping low hints that I'm going to do a co-parenting video about me and Chris. Then 1 minute it's like, why should I do the video? There's no update. The next minute is something else. Girl, boo. I see this getting a lot more messier before it gets a lot better. So we'll dibble dab and report on it here and there. We'll talk about it a little bit more on the live. But I just wanted to get out here and let y'all know I'm trying to keep up with it and trying to watch. But it's really hard because they're just not interesting to me at all. But I will talk to y'all later and see y'all in the comments.